The Hunger Games fandom is eating well today because two of the franchise's most beloved stars are officially stepping back into the arena. After nearly a decade away from Panem, Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson are returning as Katniss Everdeen and Peeta Mellark in an upcoming Hunger Games movie, and fans have completely lost it. The moment this news broke, social media went straight into Mockingjay mode. For years, people wondered whether Lawrence or Hutcherson would ever revisit the world that defined an entire era of young adult cinema. And now, it is finally happening, but with a twist. Their comeback won't be in a traditional sequel or a continuation of their original storyline. Instead, the pair are set to appear in The Hunger Games: Sunrise on the Reaping, a brand new prequel arriving in 2026. Based on Suzanne Collins's upcoming novel of the same name, Sunrise on the Reaping is set 24 years before Katniss ever volunteered as tribute. The story follows the infamous 50th Hunger Games, better known as the Second Quarter Quell, the same games that turned District 12's Haymitch Abernathy into a victor and, eventually, into Katniss and Peeta's reluctant mentor.
So when do we start?
Oh, so eager. Most of you aren't in such a hurry.
This time, a young Haymitch will be played by Joseph Zada, as he's thrown into a nightmare that doubles the number of tributes and pushes the brutality of the games to new levels. He's separated from his partner, stripped from his family, and forced to navigate a capital-designed death trap with alliances that may save him or destroy him. But where do Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson fit into this? According to early reports, their roles will likely appear in a flash-forward sequence, connecting Haymitch's defining trauma to the future where Katniss and Peeta eventually rise as symbols of rebellion. Their inclusion bridges the emotional DNA of the franchise, reminding audiences why the story of Panem continues to resonate even in its prequels. This will mark their first return to the universe since Mockingjay Part 2 back in 2015.
Our lives were never ours. They belong to Snow, and our deaths do too.
When we last saw Katniss and Peeta building a quiet life together after surviving the horrors of the Capitol, their reunion on screen, even briefly, adds a powerful layer of nostalgia and continuity to a story that's shifting its focus to a previous generation of fighters. The cast joining them is stacked with talent. Joseph Zada, Jesse Plemons, Ralph Fiennes, Glenn Close, Kieran Culkin, Elle Fanning, McKenna Grace, Maya Hawke, Kelvin Harrison Jr., and Whitney Peake are all set to bring Panem's past to life. And given how dark and complex the 50th Hunger Games were, audiences can expect a brutal, character-driven story, the kind that shaped Haymitch into the hardened, haunted mentor we came to know.
Couldn't tell you with Snow watching, it was too risky. Better for you to know nothing.
Sunrise on the Reaping also acts as a follow-up to The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which explored the origins of Coriolanus Snow.
I used to think that the Hunger Games were punishment for the district.
With two prequels now expanding the Hunger Games mythology, the franchise is building out a timeline that spans generations of trauma, resistance, and political manipulation, themes that have always made the series feel frighteningly relevant. What makes Lawrence and Hutcherson's return so significant is that it reconnects audiences with the emotional heart of the franchise. Even a short appearance from Katniss and Peeta can ripple through the story in ways that elevate the prequel's stakes and remind fans why Panem's future mattered in the first place. The Hunger Games has always been about cycles of violence, power, rebellion, survival, and hope. And by bringing back the faces of that legacy, Sunrise on the Reaping feels instantly bigger, more meaningful, and more connected to the world fans fell in love with. The movie hits theaters on November 20th, 2026. And judging by the buzz already online, this return to Panem might be one of the most anticipated reunions of the decade. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this update from Panem, make sure you hit like, share the video, and subscribe for more breaking movie news. And if you're watching on Facebook, tap follow so you never miss a story.